All right, let's see here. How far away is that tree? Let's find 31.3 yards. Let's see if that is accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Pretty close. All right, let's find something else that we can spot from here. See how far away the van is. "33 yards. Let's step it off. 33 paces.
Yeah, I agree. That was pretty bad. Hopefully it'll be better this time. Doubtful. Hey there, folks. How you doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Please bear with any background racket that you might hear throughout this production. We are on location where life happens, and sometimes there's stuff going on out there that can be heard in here. Also, I might look a little bit like a leper today. I just got back from a road trip to Georgia where I went to go pick up an automobile. More on that in an upcoming production. But I've done a little time out there in southeast Georgia a couple of times in the past, and the sand gnats that are native out there just absolutely adore me. I don't know what they eat when I'm not there, but I can tell you what they eat when I am. Let's move into today's production. Have you ever been in a situation while hunting or hiking or playing golf where you misjudged the distance to your intended goal, and as a result, you missed your mark? I think probably we all have to some degree, and while the end result can be frustrating, we are fortunate to live in the golden age of assistive technology. There are more devices and gadgets available today than ever before. Perhaps one of the most useful tools to the modern outdoorsman is the laser rangefinder. The technology behind laser rangefinders has been around for a long time, but up until just a couple of years ago, it was prohibitively expensive and out of range for the average hunter. But just as smart TVs and personal electronics and other items like that have gone in the past few years, widespread availability of these has significantly reduced the price of these items. Growing up in a house full of pack rats, I remember finding a box in my parents' hall closet that contained their first Magnavox 4-head VCR that they bought many years ago. They paid over $700 for that thing back in the 80s. Nowadays, although most movies are streamed over the internet, you can still get a pretty decent DVD player off of Amazon for about $100. Now, I know some of you, like me, are set in your ways and not real quick to embrace change. You may be of the persuasion that I've been hunting my entire life and never needed some fancy gadget to bag a deer. Well, while that may be true, let me put it in perspective. For many years, the Rand McNally Roadmap was the easiest way to find your way across the United States. We even keep an updated copy of it in our minivan today. But just this week, as I mentioned before, I took a flight to Florida, went up to Georgia, and drove back the entire way, never touching a map. All I did was Google what I needed to know on my cell phone. The point being made, can it be done without it? Certainly. Is it better or easier with it? Technology, that is. Well, I guess that depends on you. If you are the type of hunter that only hunts inside a couple hundred yards at known distances, with a relatively flat terrain, with a relatively flat shooting gun, then you can probably get by without a laser rangefinder and be just fine. But if you're into mountain type stalk hunting, where you find yourself in a situation where you might be making a cross canyon shot, or you're likely to be shooting up an incline or down an incline, then knowing the distance or angle to your intended target can mean the difference between a hit or a miss. This becomes even more of a thing for archers, or those folks that live in straight walled counties or states, or folks that have to let me try that in English, or folks that have to hunt with a shotgun slug or muzzle loaders, or in any instance where your bullet drop is more of an issue. Well, the folks over at Crimson Trace have not only kept aware of the growing demand for range finding technology, they've actually done something about it. by providing an entire Horizon line of range-finding products. You see what I did there? And I realize by now that somebody watching this is probably saying to themselves, I thought Crimson Trace only made laser grips. Well, if you are not familiar with all of the product lines that Crimson Trace has to offer to the Second Amendment community, please take a moment to listen to this word from our sponsor. If you are watching this, then you probably know that Crimson Trace has a long and reputable history producing quality laser products for the firearms industry, such as the LS250 laser saddle shown here on the Mossberg Shockwave. But did you know they now have a full line of quality accessories to include both red and green laser sights, tactical lights, electronic sights, and rifle scopes to rival other premium brands on the market today? From the novice outdoorsman to the tactical professional, Crimson Trace offers a wide range of budget-friendly to premium rifle scopes to meet your operational needs, all backed by their no-hassle limited lifetime warranty. Check them out now and use promo code J10 to save 10% off your next purchase. Crimson Trace Horizonline series of products includes the Horizonline Pro laser range-finding binoculars, the Horizonline 4000 laser rangefinder, and the Horizonline 2000 laser rangefinder, which is the model that we will be reviewing here today. The Horizonline 2000 brings best-in-class quality into the palm of your hand with an illuminated, easy-to-use menu, quick acquisition features, and CT quality optics. The Horizonline is sure to become your favorite laser rangefinder. Robust internals wrapped with an aerospace aluminum rubber overmolding and extruded polymer makes it as functional as it is good looking. Compact, reliable, and top quality, the HL2K will work in the moments that matter. The website lists a whole list of features. I will focus on the ones that seem important to me. Reflective surface range of the Horizonline 2000, as the name implies, is rated for 2,000 yards. Trees can be accurately ranged up to 1,000 yards and deer-sized game up to 700. The unit is powered by a single CR2 battery with a battery life of 4,000 plus readings on a single battery. Measurement accuracy is listed at a plus or minus 2 yards at 1,000 yards. Now, I have no scientific research to back that up, but I did take several readings with the unit at ranges between 10 and 400 yards, and it did appear to be accurate. The field of view at 100 yards is 31.4 feet. It has an adjustable diopter and a response time of just 1 second. The controls are large and easy to use, and of the 5 brightness settings, the brightest was fairly well visible in bright daylight, although it was difficult to record that on video. Bottom line, the Crimson Trace Horizonline 2000 really did exceed my expectations for what it was. Well, when I reached out to Crimson Trace and told them I was interested in reviewing this, they sent it out to me, and I had my fingers crossed, but I wasn't holding my breath. I have dealt with laser rangefinders in the past that were just so-so. This particular unit seemed to be really good. I hate unboxing portions. I just sit it out here in the display case to show you what you get. You get this nice, kind of clear acrylic case that's a pain in the knee to open. Anyway, there we go. Now that you've seen the packaging, the Crimson Trace Horizonline 2000 is a nice and compact unit. The controls are fairly large and they're all in a good location. The power button up here on top not only turns it on, but it also takes the readings. You have a plus and minus to adjust brightness, and I think it has something to do with the mode feature as well. Speaking of modes, it has a few different modes depending on what it is you're doing with it. We're not going to take the time in this video to display all of those and explain what they do. Nuts and bolts, takes that one CR2 battery. You're going to have to pay for a replacement when the time comes. That's no big deal. The battery door is located right here on the front, and it does have an O-ring to keep it watertight. The unit has an IPX4 rating. Basically, you're okay in the rain. Don't go swimming with it. If I had to nitpick anything about this little unit, you do have to hold it fairly close to your eye to get a full field of view. That's not a big deal. Just know if you're sharing one, make sure the guy you're sharing with doesn't have pink eye. That's a joke. All right. Probably my favorite feature of this unit, as opposed to some of them that I've gotten my hands on, is it has one of these little lugs on the bottom of it so you can screw it down to your bipod, just like a camera or a spotting scope, something like that. That's really good if you're trying to glass something that is way far away and you've been breathing heavy because you tried to climb the side of a mountain. So many years ago, these things were really expensive. Now they can be had for just a couple $100. Speaking of the price of the unit, the MSRP is $299. As of the date of this recording, I went on Crimson Trace's website. They have a 25% off sale right now. If you purchase this under the current pricing, it's $224.99. But now I'd like to know what you think. I'm going to open up the comment section and let you weigh in. Have you been looking for a laser rangefinder? Did you know Crimson Trace made them? Have you tried one of these? Let me know down below. Until next time, folks, take care and God bless.